Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to another episode here on True Confessions, Naija. This is Uncle Ori, and the story you're about to hear comes from a message I received from one of our brothers. And the message reads like this: Hello, Uncle Ori, and hello to all the listeners tuning in to True Confessions, Naija. My name, I'll keep it hidden for now, but I am a 39 years old man, and what I'm about to share with you is real. I'm not here to scare anyone. I'm here because I need help. I need prayer. I need deliverance. You see, I'm a truck driver. I've been doing long distance for years. I move cargo between South Africa and Zimbabwe. It's not a glamorous job, but it puts food on the table. I drive from Louis Trindade to Belt Bridge, all the way to Harare, sometimes even up to Bulawayo. I've been everywhere, and along that road, I've seen things. Let me start from the beginning. It began with pain. Not emotional pain, physical, horrible pain. I couldn't urinate without screaming. It felt like something was blocking me inside, like I had needles inside my body. The pain would shoot through my stomach, and I'll cry like a baby. I tried everything: herbs, pills, oils from the roadside charm sellers, but nothing worked. I went to a traditional healer, a man I was told could fix spiritual problems. I wish I never did. When I got to his shrine, I saw people sitting, waiting for their turn. He called me in and said, "Your manhood is cursed. You have slept with things that are not alive. You need a ritual." He told me to drop my trousers right there in front of everyone, men and women. I was embarrassed, but he shouted at me, "You weren't ashamed when you slept with the spirit of a dead prostitute. Why are you ashamed now?" I froze. I didn't understand what he meant, but his eyes, they were angry, almost possessed. He made me kneel in front of him while he inspected me like I was an animal. Then he laid out a red mat and told me to lie down with my legs apart. He started doing things to me, things no man should ever do to another. Until I was fully erect, I felt humiliated, disgusted. Then he took his walking stick and began hitting my testicles. I screamed. He said, for the curse to be broken, the pain must be greater than the curse. Then he tied a white cloth with charms around my balls so tight. I felt like they were going to fall off. I cried as I left that place, limping in pain, ashamed. When I got home, the cloth felt like it was cutting into my skin. I couldn't take it anymore. I ripped it off and screamed. When I called the healer, he said, "You failed the ritual. Come back and start again." I said no. I told him I was done. I'd rather look for God. I'd rather go to church. At least the things of God are clean. Uncle Ori, I know I'm not a saint. I've done bad things, but I never imagined I'd suffer like this. As a truck driver, I had a weakness: women, especially prostitutes along the highways. I'll use charms to keep my manhood hard for hours. I'll sleep with one woman in Musina, drop her off, then pick another one up in Louis Trindade. I didn't want a girlfriend, too expensive, but a prostitute. You pay, you enjoy, and it's all over. I used charms like Congo dust, misu, anything that made me last longer. Some were even buried in the ground and sold by roadside charm sellers. I knew where to get them. One night, I met the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. This was at the Zim border near Beit Bridge. She wasn't like the others. She was cleaner. Her skin glowed. Her smile was peaceful. I've never seen her before. We talked. I asked her how much. She told me her price. I slept with her in my truck that night and she left. But then, something strange happened. The next day, on the South African side, I saw her again. Same woman, same face, same outfit. I was confused. I hadn't seen her across the border. She walked past my truck slowly, almost deliberately. I called her over again, and just like before, we did it again. Later, my boss called. He was furious. One of the drivers had abandoned his truck, and I had to return to Zim immediately. No rest. I bought energy drinks, food, and prepared for a long overnight drive. As I was driving that night, tired and speeding through the highway, I saw her again. Yes, the same lady again. Same woman by the side of the road. I thought I was hallucinating. I put my high beams on. It was her. I stopped. She ran to my truck and said, "Ah, Booty, it's you again." I was stunned. "How did you get there?" She said she was with another man, but now she was stranded. She asked me to drop her in Mashingo. We drove. She flirted, said she would reward me when we got there, but I couldn't wait. I told her I needed energy. I was tired. We found a quiet lay-by. We did it again, but something was wrong. The truck lost power immediately after. I struggled to keep it moving. I begged the truck, "Mama, move, please. Get me to the border." We slept in that truck. I wanted more. I was planning to use Congo dust secretly so I could hit it harder, make her want me more. And then it happened. During our second round, I thrust hard and I felt something sharp inside her. I screamed and pulled out. She acted surprised and asked, what was wrong? I said, "There's something sharp inside you, like a needle or a bone." She looked at me and sighed. Then she said the words that haunt me to this day. When I was still alive, I was a prostitute. Uncle Ori, my blood went cold. She told me her sister introduced her to the streets in 1998. She walked from SA to Zim. She died in 2016, hit by a truck after a job. I jumped out of that truck like a madman, but what I saw next confirmed it. A small flame, like a paraffin lamp, appeared inside the truck where she sat. It flew out through the window and exploded like a firework. Everything lit up. I could see the trees, the road, everything, but she was gone. Gone. I sat in that truck, shaking like a leaf. My hands were numb. My breath was shallow. I waited until the truck gathered enough air pressure to start. I didn't care if it was dragging. I just wanted to escape. When I got back to Harare, I slept with my wife. The next morning, my manhood had swollen like it was going to burst. I couldn't walk. I couldn't sleep. I rushed to the clinic. The nurses were shocked. Even the doctor was confused. They gave me injections, antibiotics. I thought I was healed, but then the pain returned. Every time I try to urinate, especially when I'm alone, the pain comes back, sharp, cruel, as if something is inside me trying to kill me from within. Uncle Ori, I don't want herbs anymore. I don't want charms. I just want to be free. I want to be healed. I'm looking for a man of God who can help me, who can pray for me. I don't want to suffer anymore. I regret my past. I regret every charm, every shortcut. If only I could go back. I'm just a man, a broken man looking for mercy. Thank you for listening to my story. I look forward to hearing the opinion of viewers in the comment section below. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our brothers. Let us try to talk to him in the comment section. Things they really happen for this award of ours. Wow.